Never tell me. I take it much unkindly that thou, Iago, who hast my purse, as if the strings were thine, shouldest know of this.
Blood, but you'll not hear me. If ever I did dream of such a matter, abhor me.
Thou toldest me. Thou didst told him in thy hate.
Despise me if I do not. 3 great ones of the city, in personal suit to make me his lieutenant, off cap to him, and by the faith of man, I know my price. I am worth no worse in a place. But he, as loving his own pride and purposes, evades them with a bombast circumstance, horribly stuffed with epithets of war, and in conclusion, nonsense of my mediators. For certes, says he, I've already chosen my officer. And what was he? Forsooth, a great arithmetician, one Michael Cassio, a Florentine, a fellow almost damned in a fair wife, that never act the squadron in the field, nor the division of battle knows, more than the spinster, unless the bookish theoric, wherein the post consuls can propose, as masterly as he, more prattle without practice, is all his soldiership, but he hath the election, and I, of whom his eyes have seen the proof, at Rhodes, at Cyprus, and on other grounds. Christian and heathen must bleed and calm, by debitor and creditor. This countercaster, he in good time must his lieutenant be, and I, bless the mark, his moorship's ancient.
By heaven, I would rather have been his hangman.
Why, there's no remedy. 'Tis the curse of service. Preferment goes by letter and affection, and not by old gradation. Where each second stood ere the first, now, sir, be judge yourself, whether I, in any just term, am affine to love the more.
I would not follow him then.
Oh, sir, content you. I follow him to serve my turn on him. We cannot all be masters, nor all masters. Cannot be truly followed. You shall mark many a duchess and knee-crooking knave, that, doting on his own obsequious bondage, wears out his time much like his master's ass. For naught but provender, when he's old, cashiered. Wit me, such honest knaves, other there are who, trimmed in forms and visages of duty, keep yet their heart, attending on themselves, and throwing but shows of services on their lords, do well thrive by them, and when they have lined their coats, do themselves homage. These fellows have some soul, and such a one I do profess myself. For, sir, it is as sure as you are Rodrigo. Were I the Moor, I would not be Iago. In following him, I follow but myself. Heaven is my judge, not I for love and duty, but seeming so for my peculiar end. For when my outward action doth demonstrate the native act and favour my heart, and compliment extern, 'tis not long after, but I will wear my heart upon my sleeve. For daws to peck at, I am not what I am.
What a full fortune does the thick lips owe if he can't carry it thus.
Call up her father, rouse him, make after him, poison his delight, proclaim him in the streets, incest her kinsmen, and though he in a fertile climate dwell, plague him with flies, though that his joy be joy, yet throw such change of vexation on't as it may lose some colour.
Here is her father's house, I'll call aloud.
Do with like timorous accent and dire yell, as when by night in negligence the fire is spied on populous cities.
What ho, Brabantio? Signor Brabantio, ho!
Awake! What ho, Brabantio? Thieves! Thieves! Look to your house, your daughter, and your bags. Thieves! Thieves!
What is the reason of this terrible summons? What is the matter there?
Signor, is all your family within?
Are your doors locked?
Why, wherefore, ask you this?
Sound, sir, you're robbed. For shame, put on your gown. Your heart is burst. You have lost half your soul. Even now, very now, an old black ram is tupping your white ewe. Arise, arise, awake the snorting citizens with the bell, or else the devil will make a grand shower out of you. Arise, I say.
What? Have you lost your wits?
Most reverend Signor, do you know my voice?
Not I. What are you?
My name is Rodrigo.
The worst are welcome. I have charged thee not to haunt about my doors. In honest plainness thou hast heard me say, my daughter is not for thee. And now in madness, being full of supper and distempering draughts, upon malicious bravery dost thou come to start my quiet.
Sir? Sir? Sir?
But thou must needs be sure, my spirits and my place have in their power to make this bitter to thee.
Patience, good sir.
What tellest thou me of robbing? This is Venice. My house is not a grange.
Most grave Brabantio, in simple and pure soul I come to you.
Zounds, sir, you are one of those that will not serve God, if the devil bid you, because we come to you service. And you think we are ruffians? You'll have your daughter covered with a Barbary horse. You'll have your nephews neigh to you. You'll have coursers for cousins, and jennets for Germans.
What profane wretch art thou?
I am one, sir, that comes to tell you that your daughter, and the Moor, are now taking the beast with two backs.
Thou art a villain.
You are a senator.
This thou shalt answer. I know thee, Rodrigo.
Sir, I will answer anything, but I beseech you, if it be your pleasure and most wise consent, as partly I find it is, that your fair daughter at this odd even and dull watch of the night, transported with no worse nor better guard, but was a knave of common hire, a gondolier to the gross class of lavishest Moor, if this be known to you in your allowance, we then have done you bold and saucy wrongs. But if ye know not this, my manners tell me, we have your wrong rebuke. Do not believe that is from the sense of all civility. I thus would play and trifle with your reverence. Your daughter, if you have not given her leave, I say again, hath made a gross revolt, telling her duty, beauty, wit, and fortunes in an extravagant and wheeling stranger of here and everywhere. Straight satisfy yourself. If she be in her chamber or your house, let loose on me the justice of the state for thus deluding you.
Strike on tinder. Ho! Give me a taper. Call up all my people. This accident is not unlike my dream. Belief of it oppresses me already. Light, I say, light!
Farewell, for I must leave you. It seems not meet, nor wholesome to my place, to be produced, as if I say, I shall, against the Moor, for I do know the state. However, this may gall him with some check, cannot safely cast him, for he embarked, with such loud reasons of Cyprus wars, which even stand in act for their souls. Another of his fathom, they have none, to lead their business, in which regard, though I do hate him, as I do hell pains, yet for necessity of present life, I must show out a flag, and sign a love, which indeed but sign, that you shall surely find him. Lead to the Sagittary the raised search, and there will be I with him, so farewell.
It is too true and evil. Gone she is, and what's to come of my despised time? It naught but bitterness. Now, Rodrigo, where didst thou see her? Oh, unhappy girl! With the Moor, sayest thou? Who would be a father? How dost thou know 'twas she? Oh, she deceives me. Past thought. What says she to you? Get more tapers. Raise all my kindred. Are they married, think you?
Truly, I think they are.
Oh, heaven! How got she out? Oh, treason of the blood! Fathers, from hence trust not your daughters' minds, by what you see them act. Is there not charms, by which the property of youth and maidhood may be abused? Have you not read, Rodrigo, of some such thing?
Yes, sir, I have indeed.
Call up my brother. Oh, would you had had her. Some one way, some another. Do you know where we may apprehend her and the Moor?
I think I can discover him. If you please to get good guard and go along with me.
Pray you, lead on. At every house I'll call, and may command at most. Get weapons, ho! And raise some special officers at night. On good, Rodrigo, I will deserve your pains.
Though in the trade of war I have slain men, yet I do hold it very stiff, although conscience, to do no contrived murder. I lack antiquity, sometimes to do my service. 9 or 10 times I have thought to have yerked him under the ribs.
'Tis better as it is.
Nay, but he prated, and spoke with such scurvy and provoking terms against your honor, that with little godliness I have, I did full hard forbear him. I pray you, sir, are you fast married? Be assured of this, that the Magnifico is much beloved, and hath his effect a voice potential. As double as the Duke's, he will divorce you, or put upon you what restraint and grievance. The law, with all his might to enforce it on, will give him cable.
Let him do his spite. My services which I have done the Signori shall out-tongue his complaints. 'Tis yet to know which when I know that boasting is an honor, I shall promulgate. I fetched my life and being from men of royal siege, and my demerits may speak unbonded to as proud a fortune as this that I have reached, for no Iago, but that I love the gentle Desdemona. I would not my unhoused free condition put into circumscription and confine, for the sea's worth. But look what light comes yon.
Those are the Ray's father and his friends. You are best to go in.
Not I must be found. My parts, my title, and my perfect soul shall manifest me rightly. Is it they?
By Janus, I think no.
The servants of the Duke and my lieutenant, the goodness of the night upon you. Friends, what is the news?
The Duke does greet you, General, and he requires your post-haste appearance, even on the instant.
What's the matter, think you?
Something from Cyprus as I made divine. It is a business of some heat. The galleys have sent a dozen sequin messengers this very night at one another's heels, and many of the consuls, raised and met, are at the Duke's already. You have been hotly called for, when being not at your lodging to be found, to Senate hath sent about 3 several guests to search you out.
'Tis well I am found by you. I will but spend a word here in this house, and go with you.
Ancient, what makes he here?
Faith, he tonight hath boarded a large carrack. If I prove lawful prize, he's made forever.
I do not understand.
He's married.
To who?
Married to... Come, Captain, will ye go?
Have with you?
Here comes another troop to seek for you.
It is Brabantio. General, be advised, he comes to bad intent.
Holla! Stand there.
Signor, it is the Moor.
Down with him, thief!
You, Rodrigo, come, sir, I am for you.
Keep up your bright swords, for the dew will rust them, good Signor. You shall more commend with years than with your weapons.
O thou foul thief, where hast thou stowed my daughter? Damned as thou art, thou hast enchanted her. For I'll refer me to all things of sense. If she in chains of magic were not bound, whether a maid so tender, fair, and happy, so opposite to marriage that she shunned, the wealthy, curled darlings of our nation would ever have to incur a general mock, run from our guardage to the sooty bosom of such a thing as thou, to fear, not to delight. Judge me the world, if 'tis not gross incense, that thou hast practiced on her with foul charms, abused her delicate youth with drugs or minerals that weakens motion. I'll have it disputed on. 'Tis probable and palpable to thinking. I therefore apprehend and do attach thee for an abuser of the world, a practicer of arts inhibited and out of warrant. Lay hold upon him. If he do resist, subdue him at his peril.
Hold your hands, both you of my including and the rest. Were it my cue to fight, I should have known it. Without a prompter, whither will you that I go to answer this your charge?
To prison till fit time, of law and course of direct session. Call thee to answer.
What if I do obey? How may the Duke be therewith satisfied, whose messengers are here about my side upon some present business of the state, to bring me to him?
'Tis true, most worthy Signor. The Duke's in council, and your noble self, I am sure, is sent for.
How? The Duke in council? In this time of night? Bring him away. Mine's not an idle case, the Duke himself, or any of my brothers of the state. cannot but feel this wrong as twere their own. For such actions may have passage free, bond slaves and pageants shall our statesmen be.
Thou toldest me. I don't know what that word is. Didst? What does it say? Stop! Thou toldest me. Thou did. I can't say that word. Oh. I think I ate a bug.
I don't even know where I'm at. What are you doing?
I don't even have a part on this page.
What is the I feel weird with Anthony watching me. I'm sorry. Thou art a what? Strike on Tinder. Ho! Give me Hey, let's go. Oh, relief correct. I don't know if it's an exit or does that say exit? What does that mean?
Exent.
I think that's like the end of it. So okay. What is the matter there?
I need a fart.